Good afternoon. I call this meeting to order of the Monument and Cemetery Commission meeting. Today's date is December 18th. We need approval of the minutes for our last meeting held on June 26th. We have a motion to approve the minutes.
I make a motion to approve the minutes.
Motion's been made.
I second.
Got a second. All in favor? Aye. Those opposed? Motion carries. Okay, we got new business. We're going to buy back vacant lots from Dwayne Tesmer and Joellen Tesmer. The price is $775 per lot for a total of $1,550. One of the workers out there recommended that we buy those back because they're easy to resell. Is there any discussion?
Why do you choose to recommend half price?
That's what the,
That's procedure.
that's the procedure that we, that's in the cemetery rules and stuff, that's,
Okay.
we buy it back at half price of what the going price is now. They could have bought it cheaper, years ago, which these were purchased years ago, and they were purchased cheaper, so now we give them half of what this year's price, or what it is now. Because we'll be able to sell them at full price.
Okay. Sounds like a good deal.
And I don't know the history on it, pretty much is, they had two lots in a different section and those got sold by accident and somebody was buried in them. And then years ago, they gave them two extra lots, they gave them two other lots, so they actually gave them 4 lots.
Okay,
So that's why there's 4 to buy back here, 4 lots.
okay.
So,
And if they're happy with it, I'm happy with it.
you just need somebody to make a motion and,
Yep. Yep. Any further discussion on buying back the lots? Seeing none, I'll need a motion to approve buying back the 2 lots.
I make a motion that they buy those lots back from the Tesmers.
Okay, we have a motion. Do I have a second? And a second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Motion carries. Next item of business is a bench donation. And I understand we have a representative from the Kroll family.
Yeah, that'd be
Okay,
me.
okay,
I'm Randy Wilczek.
yeah,
Suzanne contacted me a couple weeks ago. She can't make this. She just wanted to make sure that the wording was right. It sounded like you've agreed on the positioning of it, and she will put a foundation under it,
yep,
platform. Other than that, I don't see any issues.
okay,
The wording looks good. That's what she sent me. That's what she wanted. Just to remember the 3 brothers, since they were bachelors and nobody else will take care of their grave. I don't know why. I don't care.
And do we have a timeline on when the etching will be done?
No, I did
No.
not
Okay,
hear any of that. But I'm sure come springtime.
Yeah.
It's
Yep.
feasible.
yep,
Gives both plenty of time to get it ready.
okay. And we have a place out there in the veterans area?
A place?
Yeah,
Yes, yeah, just east of
Yep.
the circle.
yep, I
It'll be
see
in
that.
Soldiers Rest, just east of the flagpole,
Previously agreed.
See that,
west of the flagpole in that corner
right.
down there. I just want you to know too, in your packet, you have, two different wordings. The latest one is what the one just in memory of.
She had, I thought she gave it to you there.
That's an updated version. I just want to make sure you all know that would be the updated
Okay.
saying on the bench.
They deleted for all the veterans.
Yep,
Okay,
yeah, they deleted that one.
okay,
This picture we have in the packet is this yellow spot where the bench is
Yep.
going.
Yep, that's where the bench would go in that yellow spot in Soldiers Rest.
okay.
And they're gonna supply the base, the bench, everything, so there'd be no cost to any of us.
And,
Per expense,
Yep,
yep,
base.
yep. And,
and it's gonna be built to specs, what we have in our rules, so,
right, 55-inch clearance around and, yep,
Yep.
all that stuff. Okay.
yep.
Well, then, we'll
And if-
need a motion to approve it, but we'll have to revisit it once the etching is done. But we can approve the placing of it now.
After the bench is up.
And then when the bench is up, then we'll have to revisit it, make sure everything's up and up to snuff, up to code, what the maintenance people want out there. But we'll take care of all that, so.
Susan will be made aware of the specs. You said something about 55 inches or whatever? And how thick-
Yeah, just work with Kyle, still work with Kyle, and I'm sure Borth, I think that's who she was having do it, was Borth Memorials.
Yes.
So I think just have them work with Kyle and get the right dimensions and,
Does Borth have to do the base, the platform? No,
I don't think so, no, as long as it's just done,
yeah, just formed and flush.
Yep, and
Yep.
per the
Formed
specs that
and
we
flush
want,
at ground level.
get his SB.
Yeah, as long as they know how to do cement work.
Okay,
Right.
Okay, so we're, any further discussion on the approval of the bench right now? No more? Then I need a motion to approve placing the bench for now.
I'll make a motion to place the bench as suggested in the packet.
Okay, do we have a second?
And you could approve the wording on it as long as it's, nothing changes from this style. You could approve that all,
Correct?
then you wouldn't have to revisit it. If
You're
it's-
right.
If
We'll
it's
do-
all
we'll-
approved,
I agree.
if
We'll
it's-
need to do everything at once here. The placement, the wording, having somebody lay the pad, all that stuff at once. And as long as Susan is taking care of it, and we'll get with Kyle.
yeah, as long as there's no question about the location.
No.
I was just out there, I'd assume there can't be an issue with that.
Yep.
That it's gonna be, there's no other place for it.
Mhm.
Okay,
So just work with Kyle and get the dimensions of the pad and what we all need to. So,
is
Once,
that about the pad?
I said, just work with Kyle and make sure we get the right dimensions, because it's
Yeah.
gotta be so much further than the base, or the,
Yeah, I assume Kyle.
The
is
size of the
caretaker
bench.
there?
Yes.
Yeah.
All right, sounds
So.
good.
you can do that once the etching is done, and,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Okay, then we'll need a motion to approve the wording, the placement, and the pad for the bench.
I'll make the motion to approve the placement and the wording and the pad.
Okay, do we have a second?
Second that.
We got a second? All those in favor?
Aye.
All right, motion carries. Okay, that's it. That's it. I don't see any other further business, but before we call the meeting, I'd like to present this plaque to Louis from the city and from the commission for your service.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna give a speech.
Oh. Okay, I need a motion to adjourn the meeting.
I make a motion, we adjourn the meeting.
Okay, do we have a second?
Second.
Okay, motion is to approve the, or adjourn the meeting is approved.